Okay, let's look at what it looks like to divide a whole number by a fraction. And this time it's not a unit fraction. So let's say you have something like, we would read that as 6 divided by 2/3. What I would like to do is think about that as a question that we write out. I'm going to change color on it. How many 2/3 are in 6? So that's the question we're asking ourselves. Just let's set aside fractions for just a second and let's think about, well, what does that look like when we're dividing whole numbers? So let's just think about, let me give you, these numbers have nothing to do with that fraction I'm just using, or that expression, just using this as as another problem to look at. When we have 12 divided by 4, okay, let's think about what that means with whole numbers, and it's the same thing when you're dividing by a fraction. This is saying how many, oh, that's not a very good H. Let me change that. How many 4s are, I guess we'll do it like this, 4s are in 12. Okay, so question mark. Well, let's see. Doesn't it take 3 4s to get to 12? And that answers 3. If you've memorized your multiplication facts, that's a pretty easy thing to answer. But this is saying the same thing. How many 2/3 are in 6? So when we have 6 wholes, how many 2/3 are in that? So let me get a new screen. We'll go back to, actually, I'll just do a quick erase and we'll keep this up here. Nope, just kidding. That was not the erase. Let me go back. Pen, erase. So you're asking yourself that same question with a whole number divided by a fraction. All right, that's cleaned up enough. So let's think about it in the context of a story problem. Let's say there are 6 brownies. 1, 2, 3, 4, and they're all the same size. I know my drawing doesn't show that, but let's agree they're all the same size. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 brownies. And each child is going to get 2/3 of 1 brownie. Well, how many 2/3 are in 6? We want to know how many kids we can feed with that. So I'm going to say that again. Each child can get 2/3 of a brownie. So let's see. I'm going to act like these are divided up into perfect thirds. Perfect thirds. And let's see if we have 6 brownies. These brownies have green frosting. If each child is going to get 2/3 of a brownie, how many kids can we feed? Well, child 1 gets that because this is 1/3 and this is 1/3, and 1/3 plus 1/3 is 2/3. The second child gets that. The third child gets that. And they're each getting 2/3 of a brownie. And I keep going on. Oh, I have enough brownies for 9 kids. And if each child gets 2/3 of a brownie, then I have enough for 9 kids. So my answer, here's an expression. When I finish it and write the equal sign and have an equation, that answer would be 9. And if I had to label it, I'd say 9 kids, right? The question is, how many kids can have 9 brownies? All right, I hope that helps. Just thinking about it visually. We'll think about it some other ways later on after you have a good visual of it. So that's a whole number divided by a fraction that is not a unit fraction. Have a great day, and I hope to see you soon.